This morning on DC News Now, don't forget the rain gear. We're tracking the rain showers overspraying the region right now. The district not seeing the rain just yet, but it's likely within the next hour we'll see more of that green pushing over the city, eventually pushing its way farther off towards our north and east. More details on the timing coming up.
Also coming up this morning, a child abducted in a carjacking reunited with their family, but still no suspect in the case. What police are looking for as the investigation continues.
And several people shot during an MLK Day community celebration in Florida, what police say sparked that violent incident.
And WMATA saying train service will not be impacted by the Safety Commission's official review. Why the transit service is changing its tune this morning.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Tuesday morning. Nice start to our day right now, but Jackie, that rain is moving in.
We're already starting to notice some wet weather back out towards the west, but for DC, for now, we are dry, but that will likely change within the next hour, or at least closer towards sunrise this morning. That is likely right around 7:25. So closer towards that, we'll likely see more of that green over the district. But radar right now showing us those rain showers pushing through West Virginia as well as Western Maryland, even across much of our Commonwealth zones as well. But it's really continuing to move its way into Northern Virginia at this point. Could see that potential for a little bit of that mixing for parts of the region, but I'm thinking most of this is just falling as rain, as temperatures are above the freezing mark for much of the area right at the surface. Now, in terms of visibility, it has been reduced. Kaiser, Woodstock down to about a mile, 4 miles of visibility out towards Cumberland, but closer toward the district, not seeing much in the way of that visibility issue. Coastal flood advisory, that's for St. Mary's County, not necessarily associated with the rain. This is more so associated with the high tide. Could see a little bit of that flooding right around high tide this afternoon. Also Anne Arundel County, that's until 5 p.m. this evening. All more details looking towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. But Katie Rhea is here with a look at the roadways. How's traffic this morning?
Good morning, Jackie. Well, unfortunately, it is around that 6 o'clock hour. We are starting to get some traffic out there on 295, but also on our good buddy, the Beltway. Not looking too good. But first, we're going to start out in Northern Virginia. Looking pretty clear despite some of that rain that's going to be moving in. Those wet roads are not going to be too fun this morning, especially after that holiday weekend. But again, that stop and go traffic and also a police car is already out there on the Beltway this morning out there on 495. But we'll take a deeper look into the rest of our coverage area in just a bit.
All right, Katie, thank you. Well, getting out the door this morning with your top stories. Later today, the D.C. Council could vote to reduce penalties for violent crimes in the district. The council unanimously passed a revised criminal code last year, but Mayor Bowser has vetoed that measure. Police Chief Robert Conti also expressed concerns about reduced accountability. The council will meet at 11 o'clock this morning. 9 of the 13 members are needed to pass a veto.
And people insured through Obamacare could see increased premiums this year. Premiums getting more expensive are for the benchmark Silver plan. The Department of Health and Human Services says prices for a 27-year-old with a family of 4 will go up by about 4%. The enrollment period has closed for Obamacare, but a special enrollment period is open. Circumstances like moving, getting married, becoming a parent, or losing health care coverage could qualify you for that special enrollment.
And WMATA going back on its word, saying that service along the blue, orange, and silver lines will not be impacted by a Safety Commission review. Yesterday, they said riders could expect delays of up to 10 minutes after 50 train operators were sidelined by directives from the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission. This happening after Metro officials held an emergency board meeting over the weekend on safety.
And Prince William County Police responded to a shooting in Woodbridge last night. This all happened on Bayside Avenue at about 10 o'clock. Police say a man was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. A second man was taken to a local hospital with what we're told are non-life-threatening injuries. We will, of course, bring you updates as we continue to learn more.
And an update to a story we've been telling you about. The 5-year-old girl who was abducted in Fairfax County has been reunited with her family. Police say she was found alone in Northwest D.C. after the car that she was in that was stolen. Now, officers are still searching for the suspect. That stolen vehicle was a 2012 gray Honda Accord with Maryland plates. Anyone with information about the incident is asked to call Fairfax Police. And a developing story out of Florida this morning. The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office says 8 people were shot last night during a Martin Luther King Jr. Day event.
We are told one of those victims in that shooting is currently listed in critical condition. It all happened at a park during an MLK Jr. car show attended by more than 1,000 people. Detectives say they believe this shooting was sparked after an argument. 4 people, including a child, were injured. As of right now, there is no word on a suspect. Developing now, 6 people, including a 17-year-old mother and her 6-month-old baby, were killed in a shooting in Central California. Investigators responded to multiple shots fired, where they say they found 2 victims dead in the street. A third was shot in the doorway of a home, and 3 more victims were found inside of that home.
We do not believe that this is a random act of violence. We believe that this is very targeted. This was very personal. We also believe that it was a message being sent. But what we want to do is make sure that we do everything we can to bring justice to the victims of this crime.
Police say they do believe there is a gang connection to these killings. Investigators are currently looking for at least 2 suspects.
And take a look at this. This is just, quite frankly, jarring and concerning video out of Indiana this morning showing a child in a diaper waving a gun outside an apartment building. This footage was captured by a nearby doorbell surveillance system. In the video, you can see the child there spinning the gun, occasionally pointing it at himself. Neighbors say the child was alone with the gun for an hour and a half before police arrived. That child's father has been arrested on neglect charges. Your time right now is 6:06. New details this morning after 2 teenagers were killed in a car crash on Lee Road and Fairfax Station. Drivers are now seeing some changes at that hilly section there. Our cameras captured white marks painted on the inside of the lane lines. We're told it is to help drivers drive in the area that can be dangerous when it's dark and windy. We've also learned in the last 6 years there have been 124 crashes with 65 injuries near that exact spot.
We just have a lot of traffic in this area, and so anything that they could do to, I guess, slow things down and make it safer for all drivers, but especially young people who are just learning to navigate the roads.
The Fairfax County Supervisor said the road is, quote, left over from Fairfax County's older rural past that can be unsafe in modern times. He plans on meeting with the State Transportation Department to make those improvements.
And in the district, a new bill could help people buy electric bikes. The E-Bike Act would create a rebate program that would partially refund people who buy one. They could receive up to $400 for a standard e-bike or up to $500 for a cargo electric bike model. Councilmember Brooke Pinto introduced that bill and claims it would help curb traffic congestion and pollution. All right, well, commuter alert this morning. Some good news for Metro riders with no delays in Metro rail service.
And this comes as tensions are running high since concerns over safety and operator training came to the forefront over the weekend. DC News Now's Lex Juarez is live at Metro Center this morning. And Lex, what is the update for Metro?
Yeah, well, WMATA actually narrowly missed having to make those service delays. They even went as far as announcing service delays yesterday morning, but by the afternoon, within 4 hours, we're able to take that back, which of course is great news for riders, especially those riders who ride on the orange, blue, or silver lines. Those are the lines that were going to be delayed. So while riders might be feeling some whiplash from the back and forth from WMATA, it's definitely better than having to wait 25 minutes between trains. All trains on those lines will come at the regular 15-minute increments. And Metro is assuring the public that there is no safety concern when it comes to rail operators or their training. And moving forward, the Safety Commission is taking an expedited review of the process for training those rail operators. Now, WMATA also says that the Safety Commission has in their possession the plan to return the 7000 series cars back to service, and that they are also reviewing that. So good news all around from WMATA this morning, and for those riders, especially people who are relying on that service to get around the DMV. Live in Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:09 in Frederick, Maryland. Reparations is what leaders and community members gathered to talk about for an annual potluck dinner honoring Dr. King's legacy. Now, organizations like the Frederick chapter of the NAACP attended the event. The keynote speaker says it is particularly important to get this message across on a day focusing on equality in America.
Martin Luther King himself advocated for reparations, but the only part of the I Have a Dream speech that we ever hear is free at last, free at last. I always tell my students and people to listen to the first part of the speech where he talks about reparations.
The chairperson of the potluck says the event began more than 20 years ago after the Rodney King beatings. It was designed to help bring together white and black volunteers.
Your time right now is 6:10. Call it a battle of the income tax cut plans. Right now, there are two competing ideas in the West Virginia state government. The House and Senate will have at least two different tax cut ideas to discuss. First, Governor Jim Justice offered to cut income taxes for all by 50% phased in over the next 3 years. Now, even though there are a small minority, House Democrats will offer an amendment on Tuesday. It would eliminate all income taxes for those making $80,000 a year or less. Those above $80,000 would pay 6.5%. Many Republicans back the governor, but Democrats say their plan is more fair.
We can give a zero tax to everybody below $80,000. That's teachers and police officers and retirees of all types, military, state retirees. I mean, you can just think about the list. Almost everybody that you see in your day would pay no state income tax.
We've seen record surpluses, and I think it's incumbent upon us to give that back to the taxpayers, and that's what this income tax does. The reduction gives it directly back to taxpayers.
Now we could see the final vote on the governor's tax cut plan on Wednesday.